If you're like me and you want to eat ice cream every single day, but you also kind of care about your health, you're going to want to watch this video. We're about to jump into 3 Ninja Creami recipes that are all 100% plant-based and actually a bit health conscious. These are a sneak peek from my brand new ebook that is out today. It's called Sam Cooks Creamies, and it is full of vegan ice cream that is actually keeping our health in mind. It really focuses on using whole food products and actually making ice cream that you could eat every single day without an ounce of guilt. Before we dive in, just a shameless plug here. I've been working on this ebook for months and months, and I've been testing recipe after recipe, and I am absolutely thrilled and excited to finally release it to you today. So for the launch, I am putting all of my ebooks, including this brand new Sam Cooks Creamies book, on sale for 25% off. So make sure you check the description box below. There's a link in there so you can grab your own copy. First up is my twist on a classic cherry Garcia. We're taking some untraditional ingredients here and we're turning it into ice cream, and it just works. You can use cherries for this recipe, but if they're hard to find, berries are gonna work just fine. To prep this, grab your blender or your Ninja Creami pint and add all the ingredients. So we have white beans, we have xanthan gum, which is optional if you want to use it. It makes your creamies less icy. Then I'm going to use almond milk in this and maple syrup as our sweetener. I like to use my scale to measure out my ingredients. Toss in those frozen fruit, the berries or the cherries, and just blend it on up. I'm using my immersion blender because my regular blender is broken, plus it kind of saves some time and dishes, honestly. After freezing on a flat surface for 24 hours, then it's time to process this on light ice cream. When you take it out after the first spin, it's going to be a little bit powdery, so we're going to add a splash of almond milk, and we're going to run this again on the light ice cream again. And that's going to get you almost to your perfect texture. It's nice and it's thick here. And then you're going to add in your cherries, and if you want to use it, you could add in some chocolate as well. For my own purposes, I left it out, but I tend to like to use an individual size bar and just chop it up because it gives you the best chocolatey experience in my opinion. Last step is to run that mix in setting so the chocolate or the cherries get chopped up throughout your ice cream, and then it's just time to scoop away. You have a nice, solid, hard scoop style ice cream here. It's mildly sweet with a little bit added sweetness from that chocolate or those cherries that you add in, and it is just super delicious. You will never know that there's beans hidden in this ice cream. In fact, it actually adds to the creaminess here. And here's your reminder, whenever you have leftover ice cream, make sure you are flattening that top before you're freezing it so that it's ready to go when you want to spin it again. Now, do I have a real treat for you with this next one? This is my apple cinnamon breakfast bowl. We're essentially throwing breakfast into a blender and turning it into ice cream here. So toss in your white beans, your oats, some frozen cauliflower rice, a little bit of vanilla protein powder, vanilla extract, water, and some soy milk. And then we're going to blend this all up with a touch of cinnamon as well. I promise not every recipe in this book has beans in it, but this one just happens to have it as well because this is a breakfast ice cream. That means you get to eat the whole entire pint as a meal, and it's actually designed to have enough protein and fiber to fill you up and be a sustainable breakfast. Now, after your creamy has frozen for 24 hours, there's a little bit of prep you want to do for this one. You're going to make some cinnamon apples on the stove until they're cooked through with a little splash of water if needed. And then if you want, you can add some chopped walnuts on top. I love that contrast in flavor. Now, this one we run a little bit differently. Before spinning it, we're going to top it off with your favorite plant milk. I just use soy milk up into that pour in line. And then we're running this on the creamy chino setting. This gives you the perfect spin for this type of ice cream. It ends up being almost the perfect texture on the first spin here. So just for my own preferences, I like to take a knife and kind of run it around the outside to get some of that icy layer that builds up because your ninja blades are not reaching all the way to the plastic. So if you mix that in and then you run this on the mix in setting, it's going to be the absolute perfect texture here. Now, if you want, you can add your apples into the mix in. Just make sure they're not hot because you don't want your ice cream to turn into soup essentially. My preference is to just use them as a topping. So I take that whole pint of ice cream and kind of smush it out into a bowl. And then I take those hot apples and I just pour it over the top with some crunchy walnuts as well. And you basically have like hot apple pie with ice cream here for breakfast, except it's healthy and it's wholesome and it's so delicious. The breakfast creamy recipe of my book is probably the section that I'm most excited about because who doesn't want to eat ice cream for breakfast, honestly? Last up is peanut butter crunch ice cream, which is essentially a copycat of the Ben and Jerry's Netflix and chilled ice cream. It's peanut butter ice cream with pretzels and chocolate. We're using Japanese sweet potato that have been pre-cooked for the base of this, and Japanese sweet potatoes make the absolute best, thickest, creamiest ice cream. There's a whole section dedicated to them in my book, and it's because they are so good. So again, we're adding all of our ingredients into the pint, measuring it out, and then we're going to blend it up with the immersion blender. You can find every single recipe linked down below, so don't worry about remembering the ingredients. It's all down there for you. Just check it out when you're done watching. So once this is blended up, we're going to freeze it on a flat surface in your freezer. I like to freeze mine without the lids because it causes the creamies to have less of a bump when freezing, which if that happens, make sure you take a spoon and you scrape it down before you process it. For this one, we're running it on light ice cream setting and we're getting our add-ins together. So pretzels and chocolate. I use individual vegan chocolate bars. I just find these from Aldi. Give everything a good chop, break up those pretzels, and then the ice cream is honestly perfect after the first spin here. Look at that. It's thick, it's creamy. For this one, you actually have to dig down in the middle and make a hole to put your add-ins in there. And you don't really need them if you don't want to, but I feel like it just makes it extra fun. So dig down to the bottom, make a hole, and then layer in pretzels and chocolate. Kind of mix them up so that you have it all throughout and just really get them in there. And if you feel like you don't have enough, you could always add more as a topping when you scoop it into your bowl as well. This recipe is honestly kind of that perfect balance between indulgence and health here. You got a really decent, healthy base of ice cream here, and then you add in a little bit of fun twist with the chocolate and the pretzels and that salty, crunchy bite in that sweet peanut butter ice cream. Oh, it's so good. Look at that scoop. It's thick, it's creamy, it is so delicious. The peanut butter ice cream is always a hit in my house. It's the one that my kids ask for again and again and again. And look at how delicious that looks. You get to make ice cream at home using whole plant food ingredients, and it's just amazing what you can do with this Ninja Creamy machine, truly. If these recipes tickled your fancy, don't forget to grab your copy of Sam Cooks Creamies today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know which creamy you're going to try first. And when you grab your copy, comment below and let me know which one is the most intriguing. Is it one from the breakfast section? Is it one from the bean section? Is it one from the sweet potato section? Is it one from the simple ingredient section? There's so many fun recipes in this book. There is something for everybody. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss another video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.